The Match Game, Hollywood Square. Our with from Trapper John, M.D., Charles Siebert. From Love Boat, Fred Brandy. Edie McClure. Jay Leno. Karen Winter. And the stars of the Match Game, Hollywood Squares Hour, Gene Rayburn and John Bauman.
Hello!
Thank you very much.
Broke the meter.
Right. Sounds like a... Sounds like a lively bunch to me. What do you say, Ollie?
Couldn't have been for us, was it?
Yes, you're a big hit. You know that?
Why, thank you.
Yeah. Now, would you do it one more time as John and I greet our stars? Hello, stars!
Hi, everybody.
They like them, too.
See, they have no taste.
We greet you with warmth and affection. How are my eyelashes? You know what this rascal did to you? Tell him.
This man eats and he gets food in his eyes.
That's not
I don't know how you do that. We had dinner with him and he gets all over his
implying
face.
that I'm a sloppy eater. I'm not. There was some accident.
Just
Fred
clumsy.
was in a food fight.
No.
Witness.
You need Braille food, Gene. That's just. But see, the trick is to bring the food up to your face, not your face down to the food. I think.
Who asked you? It's so nice to have someone dignified and quiet and attentive and attractive on the program. I'll see you later.
Rolled into one.
That's not what you said yesterday.
Let's have a brisk round of applause now for Christina Jensen and Carol Walsh. Hello, ladies.
Hi,
Let's get acquainted. We want to find out about you first.
Gene. About me first.
Yes.
My name is Christina Jensen.
I said that.
You said that?
Yes.
I'm from Gothenburg, Sweden.
From Gothenburg.
Right.
Right, I remember that.
And 10
place.
years ago, I moved to New York, and I started to work for an airline. And I transferred out to California in 1978.
Are you happy?
I'm very, very happy. The sun
Good.
here is fantastic.
Really?
Yes.
Whose son are you going with? All right. Carol, let's find out about you.
I'm not from Sweden.
No, you're not.
No,
Where are you from?
Well, I'm originally from the Bronx.
Yeah.
But now I live in Marina Del Rey. I'm a freelance accountant, and I play tennis, and I'm involved with the Big Sisters of Los Angeles.
Good for you, Carol. Good luck to both ladies. Let's begin the match game. Now, the object here is to match as many of our celebrities as you can. The one who's done that most often at the end of the third round will be the winner to go on and challenge our returning champion on Hollywood Squares for a chance to win up to $30,000. And since you won the toss, Christina, you go first, A or B?
A, please.
A it is for you. This is what it says. June said, quote, this is a direct quote from June. She said, "This isn't dancing. The reason I'm jumping around is that there's a blank in my pantyhose." You thought she was dancing. There's a blank in her pantyhose. Here we go, Christina. June said, "This isn't dancing. The reason I'm jumping around is that there's a blank in my pantyhose."
An ant.
An ant. You don't think that'll work, huh?
We obviously have some authorities out there.
Right.
They turn.
Let's be kind to our foreign friends.
My
Yeah.
aunt
right.
wears pantyhose.
What they're saying is that it's a 10-to-1 odds that nobody here is going to say ant.
I'll bet
That's
they're
why
wrong.
they're groaning, right? Right. All right, we'll find out, audience, if you're right or wrong about that. Edie.
Well, I think the operant word here was pantyhose.
Right.
Hose. So I had a snake as in garter.
A garter snake. Oh, Edie, you're
Too smart
too
for the
much.
room meeting.
Oh.
That stinks, right, audience? I don't believe in pantyhose. It makes it easier for twins to hold up banks. But I said mouse.
A mouse in my pantyhose. All right. Karen, what do you have for us?
Well, I believe the audience is going to be against me because I did say ants.
Wait a minute.
Wait,
You did say ant.
Ants are
Straight.
upside
You don't want your ant to be upside down.
Spelled it A-U-N-T.
All right, Karen. Okay, John. The reason I'm jumping around is that there's a blank in my pantyhose.
You know, I'm so close here that I really hope the judges are not going to nitpick or gnatpick about these little tiny insects. I said flea.
You were on the
Good
same
try, though.
wavelength with Christina.
Yes,
but,
I really was.
Different insects.
Ant is good because pant, ant, and all of that's
Pant,
a good
ant,
rhyme.
right.
But I was in the bug kingdom, but it was spider.
Oh, another bug there. Well, you've had two
Sorry.
different bugs, Christina. Fred?
Okay, judges. Bug.
Bug.
Oh, come on. What is an ant? Audience, on my cue, turn on them. Ready? Good.
Yeah.
It's different between bug and
Are you
insect.
booing Fred or the judges?
No, the judges, right?
Oh, I see. All right. Okay. Now, Carol, let's see what you have. She has
That wasn't
one.
so great.
Let's see if you're going to keep up with her. Tony said that old saying about pets tending to look like their owners must be true.
That's a long day.
I just saw Liz Taylor walking her blank. Oh.
Oh my. Oh my.
All right. Finish down here.
Do you have an animal, Gene?
Yes, I do.
Does it look like you?
No.
What is the animal, G? Let us be the judge.
No, I'm not going to be. All right, Carol. Tony said that old saying about pets tending to look like their owners must be true. I just saw Liz Taylor walking her blank.
Dog. I don't agree, however.
That's not a bad answer at all.
No.
No, it's a good generic answer. She's here to play. She's not here for quips
Thanks,
and game show chit-chat. She wants to win money.
She does?
Unlike you, that's here to talk about dogs and how they look like people.
All right, Edie, what do you say to this?
Well, it's a great big dog, or St. Bernard.
There's one. Okay.
In keeping with the largesse theory,
Oh, you two copied.
St. Bernard. Nuh-uh. We didn't
Are
copy
you
because mine's
saying
spelled
that
wrong.
he copied her answer? Is that what you're saying?
Nuh-uh. No comment.
No comment? What are you saying?
Well, I said she was
A
walking.
baby elephant? She was walking her baby elephant? I mean, look at her. Sweet. Look at her face. Look at that sweet, demure, shy.
Okay.
I mean, during the dinner break, she didn't talk to anybody. She just sat there and very politely, and finally she finished, said, "Excuse me." She went back to her dressing room, sat there all alone. She comes out here and
How
goes...
do you know she was all alone?
She was alone. She
was
comes
thinking
out
up
here.
mean answers, is what she
She
was
goes for the jugular as soon as she comes up there first. All right.
Leave religion out of it.
There's too many of us on the
All right, John. I just saw Liz
Snakes
Taylor
go straight for
walking.
the jugular,
Her
all right.
what?
Yeah.
Get it up there.
I can't believe how tasteless these people are to say Liz Taylor looks like a dog and a baby elephant when it's... What could be clearer than it's a cow?
Really?
Cruelty seems to be the norm here. I went for cow, too.
All right.
I'm really sick of this, Gene. I mean, some of us come to play, some of us come to match.
Yeah.
You guys are just doing jokes, man. I said Sara Lee cheesecake. Really sick of it, man.
Good for him.
Nobody's
Okay.
trying here except me. And the audience, right, audience?
Her pet cheesecake.
Now,
Fred's manipulating.
2-1 is the score at the end of round one. Round two coming up in a moment or so. But first, this for you.
Alan.
Nation.
All right, here we are. Listen, something unusual here. We noticed during the commercial break that all of these beautiful young women are sitting here wearing tiaras, and naturally our curiosity was piqued, and we have to find out who they are and what they're...
Gene, I told you not to pass out that margarine during the break.
I don't want to block any of them, any of their pretty faces, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit down right here. How's that? Am I blocking anybody? I'm not blocking you. I'm not blocking you.
Don't sit on the tiara, Gene.
No, I'm not. Tell me your name.
My name's Stephanie Reber
Where are you from, Stephanie?
from Salt Lake City, Utah.
And it says on your front, Miss Utah. Now, what does that mean?
Yeah, I'm Miss Utah United Teenager.
Is that a competition?
Yes, all of us here are representatives from our state, and we'll compete nationally in December in Washington, D.C.
What state are you from?
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. I never would have guessed that. What town?
Salem.
How tall are you?
5'2".
Now, what are some of the things... Let me go over here. What are some of the things involved in this competition?
We have evening gown competition.
There's 10 kinds of
You have to
knots.
match.
Would you stand up? This thing is right in your chin. Here. There you go.
Long
We
jump.
have our evening gown competition. We have an essay competition where we do a 100-word essay. We have personal interviews with the judges. And we have state costume.
And are you all of a certain age?
Yeah, we're all teenagers.
You are all teenagers. I better get out of here. The law is right behind me. You're all too young. Thank you very much, and good luck to all of you. Follow me. Walk this way. Thank you. Hello. You remember me, don't you?
I do.
Gene Rayburn? Yes.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. This is round 2. Carol, since you're ahead, you have to go first.
May I have B?
All right, you've got it. Now, did you hear that a group of dermatologists just formed a rock band?
No, Gene.
They call it Blood, Sweat, and Blanks. You don't play? Jay, you don't play.
Do I play?
Yeah, everybody down here.
Dermatologist.
Waiting for John.
Waiting for John. Here we go, Carol.
Great answer.
Did you hear that a group of dermatologists just formed a rock band? They call it Blood, Sweat, and Blanks.
Zits.
Blood, Sweat, and Zits. Wasn't that a terrible period we all had to go through in our lives when you had zits on your face?
Don't worry, Gene. It'll be over soon.
I'm looking forward to it.
You're looking forward. All right. Karen, she said zits.
You're right. She
I
said
am.
zits.
Yeah, I said that. She said that. Yeah. What did you say?
That's what I said.
Oh, you
Zits.
said zits too. All right. Ready for Carol?
I was going to say it, but I couldn't get the spelling right.
You couldn't get the spelling?
How do you spell that?
All right, John. No, you spelled it correctly, Karen. What do you say?
How nice that you've come back, Gene, and shown that you truly do enjoy us more than 50 teenage girls. I never thought I'd live to see the
kidding?
day. Yes, yes, I am. From where I zits, I said pimples. Yeah!
There you go.
Well, I was going to say zits, but I said pimples.
All right. Time for Carol.
Okay, here's a question for you, Gene.
Yes, sir.
What do you call it when you have unsightly blemishes and you wash your face? You call it a zits bath.
A zits bath.
Okay. For all of
Benny
you
Hill is
Nazis,
too much, isn't he?
Those Germans are the funniest.
Now, Carol, you've
From
matched
the Jew giving it to the
everyone.
Nazis. Huh?
So we're going to give Christina 2 shots here to catch up. Christina, you have this round
Puns
and the
on
next
zits
round to
baths
have a
still
go
make
at.
it.
Here we go. Murray the musician said, quote, "I've got the toughest job in the world. I play a blank in a marching band." Very tough job. I play a blank in a marching band.
Okay.
And who said this? Murray?
Murray,
Yeah,
Murray
that's a big help. Thanks.
up here, you don't care.
Always wondered that.
You're the only one who doesn't. Christina.
There you go.
Yes.
Murray the musician said, "I've got the toughest job in the world. I play a blank in a marching band."
A piano.
Very good, Christina. Piano. Logical. Wonderful answer. Can you imagine?
Did you know that I was a winner?
Oh, I congratulate you. Yes. Well, now what?
She's misconception.
I wasn't a junior miss, I'm afraid.
Misdemeanor.
I was a junior mess.
Well, what we have to do is we have to fix you up with a few zits. Now, I mean, if you really want to compete, then I'm only kidding.
No, you're
We're
only
ready for you.
kidding.
I play a blank in a marching band.
Well, I'm not kidding about this, Christina. I'm telling you, it's a piano.
It is indeed. All right, there's one. What do you say, baby?
Strange enough, I knew Murray the musician quite well, and I also know that he played the piano.
All right, you're catching up, Christina. 6-3 is the score now. We come to you, John. I play a blank in a marching band. She said piano.
I may not have understood this question, Gene.
I don't think you did. I saw your answer.
Yes. Well, see, I thought
humiliate yourself in front of everybody.
Can I help myself?
No.
I don't have a choice, do I? I thought by play meant impersonate, act, be, as opposed to
we all do it.
play as in the instrument. So I said he plays a baton. He had to be a baton. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Audience, what do you think of that? Thank you. We have a lot of contestants. That answer stinks, doesn't it?
And this man is a host.
But it's okay. Neither of these guys said piano, so it didn't really.
Oh, wait a minute. That's
You do want to go on and host the other half of the show, do you?
Do I have a choice?
A definition of courage.
All right. What do you say, Charlie?
Go for it, Christina. Piano.
All right. And piano. Yeah, two of them said piano there. You didn't see Fred?
Didn't you see mine?
Did you see Fred's response there? There. Okay.
That's incredible.
So, she is creeping up on you. She's up to 5 now, and you have 6, and we'll see how this game ends right after these messages.
Call 800-719-5870.
Okay, third and final round coming up. Here we go. Very tight game going here. 6-5 to score. Christina, you may have your choice here of A or B.
I'll go for B.
B.
Please.
You are the only person who is going to respond to this is John Bauman
Just
over
me
here.
and her, or she and I. Did you know baton is piano in Swedish?
No.
That was a match.
No.
Go ahead.
I'm going to tell you why Carl Malden is in the hospital. A gorilla mistook his nose for a banana and blanked it.
How you doing, John?
Well,
they're all watching, John.
Pressure's on, John.
No. That's why he doesn't leave home without it.
John's impressionable.
Or did you mean both of them?
Yeah.
We're waiting, John.
All right, Christina. I'll tell you why Carl Malden is in the hospital. A gorilla mistook his nose for a banana and blanked it.
He ate it.
He ate it. All right?
That was the answer.
We're going to find out right now whether we have a tie or a win. All right, John, show and tell.
Too clever.
Yeah, that's right.
Ate it.
Ate it! All right. I'll tell you what happens when we have a tie. We have to go to the tie-breaking question, which is right here. Now, I will give you what the question now. It says, I've got a little blank. I've got a little blank. Now, don't say anything. In front of you here, but out of sight of our celebrities, are 4 pretty good answers to that question. And you're going to choose one, and I'll tell you what happens after that. Carol, you're going to go first here. Do you want 1, 2, 3, or 4? Just by number. Don't say any words, please.
I'll go for 2.
All right. I will give you 2. And Christina, which of those do you want?
Number 3, please.
You want number 3. You have that. Now I'm going to go over to the celebrities and ask them to give me their verbal responses to I've got a little blank. And as soon as you hear your answer, one of you, the first one, please let me know loud and clear. All right, Edie, we'll begin with you. How do you fill in that blank? I've got a little...
Time.
I've got a little time. Does anybody have that? No. Jay, what do you say?
I've got a little, well, I don't think my personal thing should come into it at all, so
No.
I will... Again, it's technique.
Right.
I think it's all technique.
Yeah, right.
I don't think... Anyway, I said I had got a little headache.
Got a little headache. Right. Nobody has that.
Not tonight,
All
Jay.
right. Karen?
I said I got a little luck.
I've got a little luck. No, Carol, neither Carol nor Christina has that. John, I've got a little...
Well, there really was a song like this, or a play, or something, or a story. I've got a little list.
I've got a little list. It's from Gilbert
It's
and
Gilbert
Sullivan.
and Sullivan.
Got a little list. All right,
I
Charles.
think there's a more
I've got
obscure
it. This
answer.
has to be it. I've got a little secret.
Got a little secret. Christina's the winner. Congratulations. Come on down, Christina. Come on down, please. All right, Carol, we're going to have to say
What
goodbye
happened to the
you.
problems?
Oh, yes.
I had a big problem.
Carol's response is very appropriate. She shows, I've got a little problem.
That's all right, Carol.
And she did indeed have a little problem, but we're going to try and solve that by sending some gifts to you, together with our thanks for being here on the match game.
Thank
Carol
you.
Watts, ladies and gentlemen. Hey there, congratulations. Yes. Is that a Swedish?
Typical Swedish.
A typical Swedish costume.
How we dress now.
Really? I think it's marvelous.
I've never had a stewardess like this on any plane I ever
You haven't gone to Sweden, Charlie.
I'm going.
All right, time now to switch to Hollywood Squares. We're going to bring on 3 more celebrities here. The scenery has already been moved into place. I'm going to switch spots with John Bauman, and we'll be back right after these messages. Don't go away. We got a lot more excitement coming up.
A member of our studio audience will receive a Gibson Frost Clear refrigerator freezer with reversible doors, cantilever shelves, see-through adjustable temperature meat locker, and twin glide-out crispers, plus energy-saving system furnished by Gibson. And now, it's time for more of The Match Game, Hollywood Squares. Our with from Scarecrow and Mrs. King, Martha Smith, Michael Winslow, McLean Stevenson. And taking over, the star of the Hollywood Square, John Bauman.
And we will be right back.
And now, John Bauman and the Hollywood Square.
Thank you, Gene. Welcome to the second half of the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. And with me, I have Christina Jeanson, is actually correct. Is that what you told me?
That's actually correct.
Yeah, but we can call you Jensen.
Yes, for short.
Okay, and she has just scrambled her way through the Match Game contest and is ready to move on to Hollywood Squares. We also have 3 brilliant new celebrities looking very lovely, Martha, Michael, and McLean.
No hijinks for McLean.
Oh, no,
He's a serious.
And McLean.
He came to
McLean
play.
Stevenson, 2 questions. Shall we call you McLean or is McLean correct? And also, are you wearing pants today?
I am wearing pants, and whichever you wish to call me is fine with me. I'm just glad to have the job, and hi, America.
Okay, Mr. Stevenson and Miss Jeanson, let's get into action and play Hollywood Squares. Here we go.
Yes, the super musical.
She's the first person who really walked around the chair and got in from the proper side. I'm quite impressed. Okay, we have our
What's the
defending
proper
champion
side?
on my right. Yes, much easier from this side. Most of them almost fall off the platform.
I thought it had to do with...
Here's our defending champion. Her name is Diane Hydorn, and she is returning today with, hold your applause till you hear this, she's returning with $34,525. Now you're going to get a real whoopee. Nicely done in the last couple of days. You have won the Super Match both times. Why don't you remind us a little bit about your life to date in 25 words or less?
I live in Anaheim Hills, which is out in Orange County. I'm married. I have 2 children, and when I have them all away, I play tennis. And really, right now, I'm needlepointing an awful lot for the holidays.
She's married, has 2 children, and a lot of money. And she could win more today because we're going to play Hollywood Squares right now. We're going to play it until you hear the time's up bell, and whoever is ahead at that time is our winner. Goes on to play the Super Match for up to $30,000. Our first game is worth $100 plus $25 for every square that is captured by either of you. Our champion always gets to start. That's you, Diane. Take a look at the board, and let's go. Pick a square.
Jean, please.
Gene Rayburn. Which came first, Gene? The discovery of vitamin E or the first birth control clinic?
First birth control clinic.
Clinic.
Oh, well, obviously, one might immediately lunge to the other answer, vitamin E. But I'm not lunging to that at all.
Which is the other answer?
The other.
Not on your lunch break.
I see, okay.
I wouldn't lunch to anything if I were you.
Is it time for lunch?
I would assume that Margaret Sanger started the first birth control clinic around the year of our Lord 1920. So therefore, I would say a vitamin E must have been discovered sometime after that, probably in the early 30s or somewhere thereabouts.
Diane, Gene says that vitamin E came, the first birth control clinic came before vitamin E. Agree or disagree?
I disagree.
The first birth control clinic did come before vitamin E. You should have agreed with Gene. He knows what he's talking about. Your opponent gets to square in $25. Yes, Jay?
The sad thing is, kids do start sex awful young. In fact, now they sell contraceptives that come with baseball cards. And the sad thing is,
the sad thing is, a lot of these kids are having sex just to get Pete Rose. You know, and that's not right, sir.
And now, back to the game. Christina, pick a star for me.
Well, after that comment, I would like to pick Jay.
I see. Apparently you've impressed Christina with your know-how, Jay.
Christina.
Dolly Parton just gave you an autographed picture of herself, Jay Leno.
3D?
Will it be worth more in the future if she signed her name across her body or if she signed it on the back?
Well, let's see.
No, you can't see.
It would be worth more, obviously, if she signed it across the front, because whenever you go places and they have autographed pictures, if it's on the front where people can see the picture and the name together, it's worth much, much more. So you go to any delicatessen in America and you'll see that.
Jay says Dolly's picture would be worth more if she signed it across her body. Agree or disagree, Christina?
I agree.
Yes, across her body is right. You're right to agree, and you get another square.
You know, John, flies.
Yes, Charlie.
Flies have died trying to get across her body. Trying to make the trip. It's a long trip.
Is this something we want to send out to the future teenage United States, doing this kind of humor for a bunch of people in tiaras? What do you think of that?
Let's check it out. How do they like it so far?
They knew what they were doing.
Stinks, doesn't it? Bull, stinks.
Mixed. See?
Yeah.
All right, Diane, your move.
McLean to block, please.
Right. You get this one, you will block. However, if you miss this one, Christina will sweep the first game 3 in a row. McLean, if a person dreams he is falling through space, what do experts say is really bothering him? Is it fear of flying or fear of failure?
See, this blank look that I give you is just a cover for thought.
Poker face.
Left over from
people
Match Game.
actually, there are people quitting school just from what you learn on this show alone. People dropping out of college just so they can be home to watch the show. I've never gotten so much information as I've gotten just in the 3 days we've been
Hang
here,
around.
4 days.
Do you happen to know the answer to this question?
Yes, of course. It's a fear of failure.
Diane, he says that if a person dreams he's falling through space, what's really bothering him is fear of failure. To block, do you agree or disagree?
I'll agree.
Yes, it is. Fear of failure. You're right to agree. You get the square and you do block. And we will return to complete this, what has now become an exciting game, right after these messages. Stay with us, everybody.
Stay tuned for more of the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. Now back to John Bauman and the Hollywood Square.
All right, 50 for Christina Jensen and 50 for Christina Jensen and 25 so far for Diane Hydorn. We are in the middle of our very first game of Hollywood Squares. But before we start, Michael, what did I just see you wearing?
Oh.
Michael Winslow.
Because of all the very nice ladies out there waiting for a future, I decided I'd nominate myself Miss Hollywood Boulevard 1983.
Thank you very much. Totally. I know.
What a pretty picture. Our first Valley Square. Oh. Okay, Christina, it is your move. Take a good look at the board and pick a star.
Charles, please.
All right. Charlie Siebert.
Yeah.
From Trapper John M.D.
Forever and ever.
She was Miss Burbank of 1948. Is she Debbie Reynolds or Shelley Winters?
Well, Shelley Winters is from New York. Any kid knows that. And Debbie Reynolds is from Burbank, so it would have to be Debbie Reynolds.
Charlie says that it was Debbie Reynolds who was Miss Burbank in 1948. Agree or disagree, Christina?
I agree.
It was, in fact, Debbie Reynolds. You were right to agree, and you get that square.
Stick with me, Christina.
Okay, Diane.
It could have been Shelley because Shelley was at the deli.
Wearing her tiara, no doubt.
The Twinkie salesman.
All right, Diane, your move.
Fred to block, please.
Right. You get this, you do block, you miss it, Christina takes the game.
I know
Fred,
the rules.
what course costs more? What costs more, Fred Grandy, the average American wedding or the cost of keeping a cow for a year?
Well, it depends on the size of your garage. You know, when I grew up in Iowa, every kid had a cow. Not like today. Cows are not cheap. Cows, they need grass to eat. You got to put the milk in them so it'll come out. You need somebody with the glove, and you need a milking machine.
That's a diesel.
What was the other choice?
It was the average American wedding.
Oh, the wedding. Oh, well. What if cows get married, then how does the question work? All right, I'm going to say enough of this stuff. I'm going to say...
Enough of this hilarity.
The obvious choice would be wedding, so I'm going to say cow. Keeping a cow for a year.
Yeah, I would think Fred is in utter confusion.
Thank you, Jay.
That's pretty bad.
I think you're milking that gag, Jay.
Diane, Fred Grandy says that the cost of keeping a cow for a year is higher than the average American wedding. To block, do you agree or disagree?
Now, that's keeping it in its apartment so it'll shut up and not report it.
Agree or disagree, Diane?
I agree.
The wedding costs more than the cow. You should have disagreed. Your opponent gets the square and wins that game. Okay, good going, Christina. Congratulations. You won the first game. You have $200, 25 so far for Diane. A little bit of information. The wedding costs over $4,000, the average American wedding, and keeping a cow for a year costs only $2,000. What a bargain. All right, let's clear the board and move on to the next game. This one is worth $200. The last game was won, of course, by Christina. That means that Diane gets to start this one. Pick a star.
Gene, please.
Gene Rayburn.
Yes.
What is the largest denomination of currency printed by the United States Treasury today?
The largest denomination? You mean ones, fives, tens, 20s,
Right.
all that? Well, you think it's going to be ones, don't you? Is that what you think? Well, no, don't say anything.
I don't think that's quite correct. By largest, I don't mean the most number of bills. I mean the highest denomination.
Now, wait a minute. All right. There is, in fact, and this is a little-known fact, there is a $10,000 bill. That is the largest.
Who's on the $10,000 bill?
Probably
Nixon.
J. Paul Getty.
Bill Cullen.
Mark Goodson.
No, that's right.
Diane, Gene Rayburn says that the largest denomination of currency is the $10,000 bill for the first square in this game. Agree or disagree?
I disagree.
It is the $100 bill. You were right to disagree, and you get the first square. We will be back to complete this $200 game after these messages, and you be back too. You understand? For Sweden, Southern California 50 so far in the match game Hollywood Squares Olympics. We have one X on the board so far in this game, and Christina, it is your move. Pick a star.
Jay, please.
Jay Leno, you're an average American.
All right.
Must be a mistake in this question.
Yes, probably is. But
What do you eat more of, mushrooms or spinach?
I'm an average American, huh? Do I eat more mushrooms or spinach? Well, let's see. Raised on the Popeye theory, I would say more spinach. Yes, much more. Spinach is cheaper, and the mushrooms are very expensive, so spinach, yes.
$1.39 a pound.
Is that what it is now?
For which?
Mushroom.
Does this look like the Price is Right? Christina, Jay says that the average American eats more spinach than he does mushrooms. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
He eats more mushrooms. You should have disagreed, and your opponent gets that square.
Because you don't put spinach on pizza. That's why.
I suppose. And therefore has two in a row. That means, Diane, pick a star for me. You're in a good position.
McLean to win, please.
Right. McLean Stevenson, you've just drained your pasta when the phone rings, and by the time you get back to it, it's cold and sticky.
The story of my life, sir.
To revive your pasta.
That'd make a great series.
Cold and sticky. It's a detective show.
To revive your pasta, McLean,
Yes, sir.
should you plunge it into boiling water or sprinkle it with vinegar?
You silly goose, you sprinkle it with vinegar.
To win the game, Diane, agree or disagree that if you have to revive your pasta, you should sprinkle it with vinegar?
I'll agree.
You should plunge it into boiling water. No, you should have disagreed, and your opponent gets that square and blocks you. All right, we've got a pretty exciting contest here, Christina. Pick a star.
Michael.
Michael Winslow.
Me? Earth to Michael.
If you're Michael.
Yes.
What do you call a newborn shark? A pup, a calf, or a sharklet?
Called the Sharklet Man.
Ladies amusing herself.
A sharklet?
A pup or a calf?
Let's see. So it's.
Let's hear the shark.
You can pass, Christina.
I would say a pup.
Christina, he says that a newborn shark is called a pup. Agree or disagree?
I disagree.
It is called a pup. You should have agreed, and your opponent gets that square. There is a break for you, Diane. Okay, pick a star for me.
Right.
Charles to win, please.
This will win you the game if you and Charlie can't connect. Each year in the United States, Charlie Siebert, do more people get divorces or waffle irons?
I think one causes the other, doesn't
Yes, getting hit with a waffle iron causes a lot of divorces.
It's called assault and batter. Leave me alone. I'm not even in this.
Get out of here, knucklehead. More divorces or waffle irons? More divorces.
Diane, for the game, he says that more people get divorces each year in the United States than waffle irons. For the game, agree or disagree?
I'm going to agree.
More people in the United States get divorces than waffle irons. Yes, you're right to agree, and you win that game. Congratulations, you have forged into the lead, and you have reached the time's up bell. That means with $325, once again, third day in a row, you're the winner. Diane Heidorn. Congratulations. She knows where to go. It's right over there to join Gene Rayburn and get set for another shot at the big money. And we are sorry to say goodbye to you, Christina. You really did play well. One of our tightest games in recent memory, and she just forged ahead, and caught you at the end. My thanks for playing Match Game Hollywood Squares. And you're lovely. And another lovely person, Gene Rayburn.
Okay, John, here we go now. Congratulations to Diane one more time. Going to be back with our 9 celebrities and the big money right after this.
Answer.
Now, here to play the super match is Gene Rayburn.
Here we go one more time with Diane. The big money super match is coming up. Remember, you can win up to $30,000. Here we go. We polled a recent studio audience, and we said, write down your best answer to this. Cry blank. The top answer, as you remember, is worth $1,000. Second most popular is $500. And the third, $250. You may enlist the aid of any 3 of our 9 celebrities for suggested answers, and see how we do here. One at a time.
Martha?
Cry baby.
Hi, baby.
Cry
One.
baby.
Cry baby?
Cry's the word, Gene.
Cry.
Yeah,
okay.
Hi, baby. Hi, Gene.
Right.
Cry baby was the
Give us a call, Gene.
Edie? Cry me a river.
Cry me a river.
You can do more if you like.
No, thank you.
I'll cry a river over you.
Karen?
Cry wolf.
Cry wolf. So we have Cry Me, Cry Baby, Cry Me a River, and Cry Wolf for the 3. Again, you have the choice of choosing one of those or dreaming up one of your own.
I'm going to say cry baby.
Cry Baby. All right, let's find out if Cry Baby is up there. Audience seems to agree with you that Cry Baby is the proper choice. Did I hear a baby crying? No, I thought I heard a baby crying, but I guess it's my imagination. All right, would you burp that baby and get him out of here? The bottom answer, the $250 response says... Cry out loud. Or is that for crying out loud? I guess for crying out loud is what they meant.
Don't cry out loud without the don't.
Right. The $500 answer says Cry Wolf. All right, that was Karen's answer. All right, now let's find out if the big one says Cry Baby. Here we go. Cry Baby is what it says. Now, Diane, you got another $1,000. You're going to play the head-to-head match with any star of your choosing here. What? Yeah.
The maternity ward.
Right, that's right. Remember that each star has a number in front, a 10, a 20, or a 30, and we're going to multiply your $1,000 by whichever number you choose right now. And we're all rooting for you to get the 30, and it's time for you to make your pick.
I'm going to pick John.
All right, John. There's the tab up on top there. Give it a yank in an upward direction. It's a 20. Good. That means you're playing for $20,000. Good luck to you, Diane. Here it is. John's going to write again. Denver blank. D-E-N-V-E-R blank. Oops, mine. All right. John's ready. It's up to you to match him for the $20,000. How do you do that with this? Denver blank.
Colorado.
Denver, Colorado. All right. I'm sure there are other good ones like Denver John or whatever. Here's what do you say?
No, there are. There's like Denver Broncos and
That's right.
Denver omelet.
Denver omelet. That's right. It's
Sure,
nice.
those are good ones. But
Yeah.
the best
Denver
one
Waffle
really
Land.
is Denver,
Colorado. You know how much money she
Yeah, no, I can't.
$55,850. Wowee!
No more money.
Right, we ran out of money. We'll be back in a moment. Hurry back after these messages. It seemed like a good idea at the time, but on second thought, I'm not too thrilled with it. Now we want to see which celebrity has the big 3-0. Would you all reveal right now, please? Where is it? Oh, Michael Winslow. Michael Winslow. Listen, here's the queen with the tiara. She has $55,850. And John and I and our celebrities will join you tomorrow here in the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. Goodbye, John.
Goodbye, Gene. Goodbye, Diane. See, we all have our name tags. Isn't that wonderful? Yes, you're Diane, Miss Ohio. Nice to meet you. I'm Miss Minnesota.
A member of our studio audience will receive Benris Citation Super Thin Quartz Watches. Yellow gold tone case with black dial and jeweled crown. Furnished by Benris Watch Company. This is Gene Wood speaking for the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. A Mark Goodson television production.